Hello, my friends, and welcome. It is still Thursday, February 1st, 2018. It is still the beginning of Stout Month. It is still Gruit Day, so I'm going to have a porter. Hop City Brewing Cheat Day Black Forest Porter. LCBO available. Now, I've heard good and bad things about this from people who I respect, both sides. Some people really liked it, thought it was very decadent and very, the cherry and the chocolate and everything came together. Other people thought it was cloying and artificial. So what better way to find out than to drink it yourself? Listen, people who talk about beer love to talk about beer. And oftentimes we love our own opinions. But everybody's palate is different. So I don't always take a review with a grain of salt. Even mine. Especially mine. My palate, your palate, Jim's palate, Sally's palate, they're all different. We all experience flavors differently. Is that right? Is that the right way? I think that's the best way to explain it. It's like watching a movie. We experience that movie based on our own personal life experience, where you might identify with the heroine or the hero or the victim or the bad guy. Same thing with beer. You identify cherry flavor with a certain thing, a certain way. You identify that dark roasted chocolate a certain way. So, always, 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 please, for your own sake, when you read a review, when you watch a review, always take it with a grain of salt. Look at how that person tastes beer, right? Because how that person tastes beer, how they talk about beer, that's going to tell you what their palate's like. And that's going to tell you if their palate's similar to yours. And if it's not, then you got to understand that maybe they're not going to see the beer the same way you do. And they're not going to see the way you look at beer the same way. That's the beautiful thing about this, okay? The spectrum is huge. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you this tastes like grapefruit because then I'm just full of shit. But where I find the cherry, where I find the chocolate, where I find whatever I find in a beer is all up to me. It's all up to you. So let's get into this. Cheers to my friends who reviewed this, good and bad. I mean, good for you for at least being honest. So it's roasty, little hint of cherry. A little bit of cherry on the top. All right, let's get into her. Okay, so it's metallic. I almost want to call it metallic. I don't know if that's the right word. Maybe that's just the cherry, the way the cherry tastes. It's definitely got a cake-like texture, and I can taste that. The chocolate tastes like that kind of Black Forest chocolate, but I'm really getting like a metallic, almost like an artificial cherry flavor in it. I mean, it depends on how they brewed it, right? I mean, it contains barley and wheat. We're not seeing much on the can telling us what's in it, so yeah. I mean, the cherry up front, it's a very candy cherry, a very sweet cherry. And then the chocolate is, again, sweet. It's dark chocolate. But it's not my favorite. But I can see my friends who liked it. And I read the reviews, and there are other reviews and the beers they liked. I'm like, okay, I get it. I get what they love. You're going to find people that are going to love this and hate it. I'm kind of like, yeah, not for me. Not for me. Not my style of dark porter. I mean, I like my porters a little more roasty. This is riding a little too sweet chocolatey. And the back end is very dry. There's kind of a metallic taste to the beer. Like, it's not, I don't know if you guys follow with the Omnipolo Prodoma Stout was very sickly sweet. This doesn't have that same sickly sweetness, but it's definitely not what I was hoping for. And hey, whatever, man. Again, opinion. Honesty is what counts when you talk about your beer. So, give us your honest opinions, because I appreciate that far more than somebody loving every beer, somebody poo-pooing on every beer. Poo-pooing. That's the review word for today. Do not poo-poo the beer. Poo-poo the beer. Whatever you want to do. I don't care, guys. Just be honest. That's the big thing. That's what I always try and do. So, yeah. Yeah. Not for me. Maybe for you. Probably not for you. Cheers. I'm going to drink it all because I'm cheap.